This is the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Dory Stewart.
Welcome back to another episode of the FXBG Neighbors Podcast, where we share the stories of our favorite local brands. I'm excited for you to meet my guest today. We've got Janel Donohue joining us, and she's with J. Donohue Leadership and Consulting. Janel, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm excited to get to know you better and learn all about you and your business. So let's start there. Share with us a little bit about J. Donohue Leadership and Consulting.
Absolutely. It's brand new. Just launched in 2025. And really, it came after years of loving to inspire others to be the leadership that they absolutely could dare to be. After 25 years of a nonprofit career, I stepped out in bravery and wanted to step into my genius and really help to inspire and lead others to be the best they could be.
Amazing. Well, congratulations on your business. That's really exciting.
Oh, thank you. I'm inspired by you. After we did your ribbon cutting after 5 years of success, I'm like, okay, if Dory can do it, then I can do it. So I'm following in your footsteps.
Well, thank you for that. And I'm impressed by your background. So let's dive in a little bit deeper. I'd love to learn your journey and what led you to starting this business.
So I tell people all the time, my life motto is accept it, change it, or move on. And that's kind of been the way my career has led. I went to Mary Washington College, now University of Mary Washington, and I got an internship at Quantico at MWR, taking care of the morale, welfare, and recreation of the Marines. I was in personnel. I wanted to be a corporate trainer, but got into human resources and recruiting, loved it. Left there after 2 years, went to a company in the community called ECS, was doing recruiting and training. I loved it. They put me in charge of corporate philanthropy. So I got to raise money for the company and talked them out of, I couldn't then discipline or fire anybody. So it was a great job until the owners of the company stole all the money, left town, and left 250 employees in Fredericksburg and New York without a job.
Oh my goodness.
And they kept 80 of us. And I spent 2 months answering the phone going, no, I don't know where the owners are. No, I haven't been paid. I don't know when you're going to get paid the 4 weeks you're owed. That did a number on my heart and my head. Mm-hmm. And I had run the United Way campaign. And then Barbara Terry called and said, do you want to be the director of fundraising? Yes, please. I ran in 2001 to United Way and loved my career there. Moved up through the organization and spent 15 years as a CEO. And then this last December, I'm a woman of faith. God said it's time to move on and give your notice. So I gave a 6-month notice, and July 1st, I started this new career of entrepreneurship and leaning into leadership development and training.
Wow, what an impressive career. And I love that you are now going, branching off on your own. And there are so many people who could really learn from you and learn from your experience. So I love that you are now sharing that with others. So talk to me a little bit about that. Who is your ideal client? Who are you for?
So it's any organization, whether it be corporate or nonprofit or government, local, state, federal, any organization that has people. Because what I love to do is go in and do trainings. Right now, what I'm really in love with is Pat Lencioni's model of the 6 types of working genius. And I love to go into teams and groups and teach them that they are a genius and how they can use their genius at work. And it's not about what you're good at or what you may even, it's not about what you're smart or good at. It's about what at work brings you joy and energy. And when you find that and lean into it at work, you never work a day in your life. And you really are the best team member that you can be. So I go in and I teach. I can do any teaching, but right now I'm leaning into the 6 types of working genius.
What a great asset for a company to have someone like you coming in and training their teams. So I bet that's really cool if everyone knows their genius and they have learned, the joy that they have in the company, I imagine that gives everyone a good idea of how they can work best together. Is that kind of the benefit there?
No, absolutely. It's not only about learning about yourself. What I've learned is people have aha moments of like, oh, that's why I love that job. That's what I love this job. But what they really get out of it is, oh, now I understand why Dory is always leaning toward X or doing these type of tasks or jobs, because she's leaning into her joy and energy. Oh my gosh, I don't enjoy that at all, but Dory loves it. I'm going to partner with her more often. It's also for us not to be locked in our job descriptions. We still have to do our job description, but leaning into, and as a CEO, my geniuses are not wonder and invention. I love to discern a project and then galvanize it and really get everybody on board. But everybody would be like, okay, boss, what are we doing next? And I'd be like, I don't know. What are we doing next? And it drained me. And I didn't understand why I was drained. And so this model restored joy and energy in me. And that's what I want to do, is share with everybody of how you can have joy and energy right where you are. And to let everybody know they're a genius. Dory, you're a genius, and I can prove it.
How cool. I love that. I bet you have so much fun. Like,
Oh,
I can even tell you're lighting up as you're talking about it.
yes. I mean, because that's where my joy and energy is galvanizing others. That's part of the model, but it's teaching others and being a part. And at United Way, I go in and do fundraising, and I always felt part of that company for the hour or two I was there. And so doing this model, going into companies, I get to be a part of a different team every day. And that's what I really love. And seeing people light up when they have aha moments, or understand that what they thought was a criticism about their passions and joy is actually a benefit to the whole team.
Interesting. Yeah. Very cool. What are some myths or misconceptions about leadership consulting that you would like to dispel?
One, it's easy. Two, it's glamorous. It's the iceberg effect. Everybody sees the top of the iceberg. We don't let everybody see all the hard parts underneath. But what I've really learned is it's work. It doesn't come easy, but I'm leaning into my joy, and so it's worth it. And the one thing I think I've learned in this very short time that I've been doing it is don't wait for everything to be perfect. Just Mel Robbins has this thing of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just do it. Not waiting till I had the perfect logo, the perfect name, the perfect website. I just did what I legally had to do, and then said, I'm going to figure it out. And I've been figuring it out day by day by day. And I mess up, but then I can correct it. Nobody cares. Nobody knows.
Yeah. That's such great advice for anyone who is starting a new business or really anything new in life. That's really good advice.
Yeah. You can make it all perfect, but you're missing opportunities along the way.
Right, right. So clearly you are working very hard with a brand new business. So I need to know, when you're not working, what are you doing for fun?
This year I have leaned into traveling. It's really been an opportunity that's come up. I've always enjoyed traveling, but this year we have crossed the country 3 times just since July. So lots of traveling, lots of time with family. But then when it's not as cold as it is in the wintertime, I'm over 50 now, Dory, and I've gotten the bug of pickleball. And so when I just want to let off some steam and have some fun and pretend I'm still very athletic, I hit the pickleball courts. And this morning I drove by Kenmore Park and it was empty. And I texted my husband and he was like, let's do it. I was like, oh no, it's too cold. But no, it's trying to be active, lots of walking, pickleball, and traveling.
I love that. I need to try pickleball. I hear it's so much fun.
It is. And, if you want an easy person to play with, it would be me. I'm competitive in nature, but not with pickleball. I just want to have somebody to play with and laugh with.
I love that. We'll have to play. You'll have to teach me.
Yes, it's easy. Yes.
So what is something that you wish the listeners knew about J. Donohue leadership and consulting?
Well, I wish that they knew that you need to step outside of your company sometimes. When you bring in a fresh person, a fresh perspective, you change the dynamics of your team. In this day and age, it is hard because we're working hard. But when you give, my sessions can be any hours, but 2 hours is really a great session to have. And if you step aside for 2 hours, you laugh together, you find out things about your teammates together, you inspire each other, and really you're rejuvenated. And I think if you want an opportunity for your team to learn, to grow, and to laugh together, J. Donohue Leadership and Consulting, I can bring the fun, but also the education, and something that's not just a model for that 2 hours that you can really put as part of your culture and build upon it. It's worth the investment, and that's what it is. It's an investment.
Yes, what a great value and what a great asset you can be to the existing team. So I love that a company can just bring you in and you're just kind of a temporary part of the team, but then they can carry it on into the future.
Absolutely. And it's easy and it's simple. It's very simple. Yeah.
So if the listeners want to connect with you, if they want to learn more from you, where can they find you?
They can find me out and about all over Fredericksburg. But if you don't find me at a chamber meeting or out and about, you can email me at J. Donohue. Now that's with 2 O's, Donohue, 211 at outlook.com. Not being perfect, I'm working on my website for 2026, but emailing me, reach out, and let's just talk about what possibilities there are for you.
Amazing. Janel, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today and sharing your wisdom with us.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you for listening to the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to fxbgneighborspodcast.com.